That's your visual cue. If you see condensation, you need to dry the surface immediately and figure out how to lower the moisture level in the air.
So what does the guide suggest for actually reducing humidity?
Vent things to the outside, clothes dryers, stove exhaust fans, even kerosene heaters if you use them. Get that moist air out. Use air conditioners and dehumidifiers when it's humid. They literally pull moisture out of the air. And simple habits. Run the bathroom fan or open a window when you shower. Use exhaust fans when cooking or running the dishwasher.
And what about preventing the condensation itself?
Well, lowering the humidity is step one, obviously, but also increase ventilation and air movement. Just opening doors between rooms, opening windows when weather permits, using fans. It all helps.
Okay.
And insulate cold surfaces, like cold water pipes. That picture of the rusty drain pipe. That rust is from repeated condensation. Insulating it would help prevent that. Increasing the air temperature slightly can also help sometimes. You know, that picture of mold on a headboard. Could be condensation on a cool wall behind it due to high humidity.
Interesting connection. What about renters? Any specific advice for them?
Yeah, the guide specifically notes for renters. Report any leaks or moisture problems to your landlord or building management right away, immediately.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. And it also mentions that if the problems aren't fixed promptly, you might have options to contact local or state health or housing authorities.
Okay, let's cover a couple of special topics or common questions the guide addresses. One is testing. Sampling for mold. The guide's take on this is a bit surprising.
It really is. The EPA guide basically says, in most situations, if you can see mold, sampling is usually unnecessary.
Unnecessary? Really? Why wouldn't you want to know what kind it is or how much?
Well, the reasoning is interesting. There are no federal limits from the EPA or anyone else for mold levels in the air. So even if you test, the results can't tell you if you're meeting some official standard because one doesn't exist.
Ah, okay.
The EPA's focus is just, if you see it, fix the moisture problem and clean it up. Testing doesn't really change that core advice.
So is there any time sampling might be useful?
The guide does mention one scenario, maybe surface sampling after professional cleanup, just to help confirm the area was cleaned properly.
Okay, and if testing is done, who should do it?
Definitely professionals. People experienced in designing the sampling plan, using the right methods, and crucially interpreting the results correctly based on professional guidelines. It's not really a DIY thing.
Got it. What about hidden mold? Mold you can smell but can't see.
Yeah, that's tricky. The guide says you might suspect hidden mold if you have that persistent earthy or musty smell, but no visible source. Or if there's a known history of water damage in an area and people are having health symptoms potentially linked to mold.
Where does it hide?
Lots of places. Behind drywall or wallpaper, like that photo showing mold behind peeling wallpaper, or behind paneling, on top of ceiling tiles, underneath carpets or pads, inside walls near leaky or condensing pipes, behind furniture where air doesn't circulate well, inside ductwork, even in roof materials above the ceiling if there are leaks. That picture of a water stain on a basement wall. Classic sign of a hidden water issue that could easily lead to hidden mold.
Trying to find it sounds disruptive, maybe even risky.
It definitely can be. The guide warned that investigating hidden mold needs caution because disturbing it can release a whole lot of spores into the air. They strongly recommend considering hiring an experienced professional for both finding and cleaning up hidden mold.
Right. Okay, last point. Cleaning agents. Specifically biocides, like bleach. The guide has some important things to say about using them.
Yeah, biocides are basically things that kill living organisms.
Yeah.
And the EPA guide states pretty clearly that using chemicals like chlorine bleach is not recommended as a routine part of mold cleanup.
Not recommended. That also seems counterintuitive. Isn't killing the mold the goal?
Well, yes and no. The guide explains a few reasons. Bleach can kill mold on hard, non-porous surfaces.